Okay, so let's get started on our lesson. Today, students will be able to determine the slope and calculate the rate of change, also identify key features of linear functions. So a linear function whose graph represented by a straight line. So a linear function is anything that has this straight line like this, okay? If it's a straight line, it's a linear function. The linear parent function is y equals x, always. Before we ever touch it or do anything to it, it is y equals x. Okay, so the slope, we went over that yesterday or on Friday and Thursday. So slope is m, okay? It's either rise over run or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is very important to know. Y-intercept is where the line crosses through the y-axis, okay, right here. The x-intercept is, can you guess, where the line crosses through the x-axis. A positive slope, if you read it like a book from left to right, is going up. Okay? A negative slope, if you read it like a book, is going down. If a line is horizontal and straight across, it is always 0. Okay? If a line is vertical, going straight up and down, it is always undefined. Okay? We don't get into these a whole lot right now, but just know standard form is always x, y equals number. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. And point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We're mainly going to be focusing on slope-intercept form as of right now. Okay, parallel lines. It's important to know that parallel lines have the same slope. They never ever touch and they have the same slope. Perpendicular lines, their slopes are opposite reciprocal, meaning this 2 here is technically a 2 over 1, okay? And the opposite reciprocal of that is negative 1 over 2. Okay, so now we're going to go to your assignments for today. I'm going to do an example of each one with you, and then you are going to do the rest on your own. So let's look here. Number 1, we are given a table. They want us to graph it, find the slope, y-intercept, and x-intercept. Okay, first off, I want you to know that anything right in front of x, that's your slope. The equation is y equals mx plus b. So anything right here at m is going to be your slope. So we already know down here that our slope is what? It's 2, okay? Now as far as rise over run is concerned, it's 2 over 1. So it's rise over run, 2 over 1, okay? And then you can always look here at b. B is your y-intercept. So here it's not 4, it's negative 4. Okay? It is negative 4. Now, x-intercept is not in our equation, so we're going to actually have to find that by graphing. So first off, what I want you to do is to go to the table. So type this into y equals. Y equals 2x minus 4. Here we go. Y equals 2x minus 4. 2x minus 4. And we go to our table. Okay? The first one it wanted us to find was when x is 0. So when x is 0, what is our y? Negative 4. So we'll go back and fill that in. Okay? Now let's go back. When x is 1, y is negative 2. When x is 2, y is 0. And when x is 3, let's just go look. When x is 3, y is 2. Okay, so now that we have those points, we can go graph them. So when x is at 0, y is at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? When x is at 1, y is at 1, 2. When x is at 0, when x is at 2, y is at 0. And when x is at 3, y is at 2. Okay, so this is your line. Okay, to double check it, be sure you're right. What I would do is go here and just hit graph. Does that match the line you have? It should. Okay, so back over here. Now, if you wanted to graph it, well, first let's find our x-intercept. Where's our x-intercept at? Where does the line cross the x-axis? Right here at 2. Okay? Now, if you wanted to graph it from just the equation, you find your y-intercept, which is -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do your slope. Rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. And it would do the same thing. Okay? So then you could still connect the dots and draw your line. You can do it either way. Okay, so this entire worksheet, you need to fill out all of this information. Okay? Now, on the back side, you have these problems. Okay? Directions, identify the equation that best represents each line. So what you're going to do here is I'm actually not going to do any of these for you. You can do these all on your own. I would type these into y equals and see which one matches. Or, actually I will. I'll do number 1 with you. Or we can look at this. Where's our y-intercept at? It's at 1. And then let's find our slope. Let's see here. It goes rise 1, left 2. So it's -1/2. So our equation is going to be y equals -1/2 x plus 1. Because remember, mx plus b. Okay? Y equals mx plus b. Okay? So which one is -1/2 plus 1? It's B. Always, always, always double check your answers. And let's go back and check on our calculator. So y equals, parentheses, -1 divided by 2, parentheses, -1/2 x plus 1. Graph. Does that one match the picture we were given? Yes, it does. Okay, so that would be your answer. All right, so I want you to finish the rest of this worksheet, bring it to me to check before you turn it in. When you complete it and you have a 100 written on your paper, you will begin working on ALEKS.